Hey there, guys. So today we shall remember an individual, someone born of an immaculate conception, who grew up and rebelled against his corrupt elders, but was ultimately put down by the evil ways of man and his own good friend. And yet he found a way to come back and absolve the known universe of its sins. Of course, I could only be talking about one person, and that is Anakin Skywalker. Hey there, guys. Welcome to another action figure review. And today, we're going to take a good look at Star Wars Revenge of the Sith line, Black Series, Anakin Skywalker. So, right off the bat, this was a must-have figure. As soon as I saw him be announced, because I think this is the first time he got re-released as part of this line, like the actual like color line. They had released them before, but I never really got into those head sculpts. I know he was released during like the blue line era, and it was a hard to find figure as it was back then. And I'm kind of glad I never got around to like finding them in stores, because for a while it was worth a pretty penny, but that head sculpt was just brutal. I don't think it looked anything like Hayden Christensen. So I'm glad that they actually went back to it and they actually released a more proper Anakin. And right off the bat, you could just see that it's Revenge of the Sith, number 5 in the line. Nice shots of him right here in the back. Figures just posed right there. I think he's only going to come with his lightsaber as an accessory. And let's see what it says in the back. Anakin Skywalker, now Darth Vader. So this is technically Darth Vader, even though it says Anakin Skywalker right there on the front. But okay, whatever. Now Darth Vader turns to the dark side and battles Obi-Wan Kenobi in a lightsaber duel on the lava planet Mustafar. Anakin Skywalker, ahora Darth Vader, se convierte al lado oscuro y lucha contra su amigo Obi-Wan Kenobi en un duelo de sables de luz en el planeta volcánico Mustafar. All right, so there you go. I actually like that they went with this kind of copper orange color for Revenge of the Sith. It's very appropriate, and it's kind of weird actually now that I think about it, because you see when you see the start and it starts off with like kind of like a gold for no. I mean, I think they were trying to go for like the color wheel at one point in time. They were trying to go for like the color wheel, and like some of the prequel movies are like in the red orange. Yeah, why is Attack of the Clones red now that I think about it? If anything, it should have been like, this should have been red and Attack of the Clones should have been orange. And it would have made a lot more sense, thinking that you go from like the gold color of Phantom Menace to like the orange color of Attack of the Clones, and then to the red color of Revenge of the Sith. I think they boned it right there now that I think about it. But hey, I'm not in charge of Hasbro. I'm not in charge of their art direction. So there you go. Let's crack open this figure and see if it's worth the actual hype. So let's see right here. And there you go. That's the figure right there in display. And let's take them out. And man, just an excellent head sculpt. Totally looks like Hayden Christensen right there. It's spot on, man. This is a leap in technology from like when we were originally getting Star Wars figures. But of course, if you saw one of my previous reviews, you already saw me talking about that in regards to Tamora Morrison, and also Diego Luna and Cassian Andor. But yeah, so let's check out the articulation on this figure. And he actually has a good range of motion. He could actually stretch pretty well. Does he have a thigh cut? He actually does not have a thigh cut. So the sculpting is still odd with these Star Wars figures, that sometimes they have thigh cuts, sometimes they do not have thigh cuts. He has like this, it's not even a boot cut, it's kind of like a knee cut. I don't know if you guys can see, because the boot is right here, but the cut is up there. So it's both a knee joint and also like a knee cut, and it has a nice range of motion, but I wouldn't necessarily call it I wouldn't necessarily maybe it's double jointed. I wouldn't necessarily call it double jointed. It has a nice, it's definitely not single jointed. It's above single jointed, but to say that it's double jointed, it's nice though. I will say, but to say that it's double jointed, it would be a misnomer in my honest opinion. Right here, hinge for the foot, ankle rocker, nice ankle rocker. Butterfly joints. Does he have butterfly joints? He does have butterfly joints. So butterfly joints, but of course they're hindered by his tunic. And let me see. No bicep cut, but of course, an elbow cut down here. So the cuts are below the elbows and below the knees. That's very unique right there. Of course, wrist rotation, wrist hinge. He could go up and down. He can T-pose that well. He could actually T-pose very well, so that's good. His head can look up very well and can look down very well. And neck, is the neck a separate piece? No, the neck is just tied together right there. And ab crunch, yeah, he has somewhat an ab crunch, but of course it's hindered by the tunic. And of course a waist cut. You gotta love them waist cuts, you know. But and the only other accessory that he has, of course, is his lightsaber, which of course is a reused piece because it's the same lightsaber that winds up in the possession of Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker. So, so it's pretty cool to see the, and of course the piece comes apart, makes it easier for me to take it apart. So there you go, right there. This is the lightsaber. Zwing, wing. That's not how you wing. So yeah. So, and of course, I think he has a hole right here where you could peg in the lightsaber for, you know, when he's ready to do Obi-Wan Kenobi right there. And it looks awesome. Holds the lightsaber pretty well. And if I do say so myself, really excellent figure. There isn't much else I could say about the figure. If you pay retail price, he's well worth it. He is essential, in my opinion. He is essential for every Star Wars collector. How could you not have a Star Wars collection and not have Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker? And now I have both. And I'm glad I waited because, yeah, man, some of those older Anakin figures look really rough, at least in the face sculpt department. So I'm kind of glad that I got him. So if you pay retail for him, he's well worth the money. 8.5 out of 10. And of course, I was just joshing with you guys. Of course, we know that it's Easter. Of course, we celebrate many things, but of course Easter Sunday is of course remembered for the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But I don't have any Jesus Christ figures to review, so I gotta do the next best thing. And yeah, so this is one of the most unique figures, and this is, I guess you could say, this is a retro review. This is one of the most unique figures ever produced. This comes from WWE, so this is WWE by Mattel, and this is a battle pack. This is a battle pack between Adam Rose and the Bunny, because Adam Rose just had this posse of like people dressed all weird and stuff, and I found it entertaining to an extent. I think they should have kept his NXT theme when he moved up to the main roster, and I think that would have made a big difference in like pushing the character forward. But they did as best as they could with him, and I think, like always, typical of the product at the time, and some may say that it's typical of the product now at the, you know, it's like certain characters lost direction, and I do think that Adam Rose lost direction, and I don't think we ever got a really a reveal as to who the Bunny was underneath. I think the Bunny just kept getting beaten up, and like eventually he just disappeared, and Adam Rose just turned heel. I remember at the time though that people were saying that who was gonna be underneath the Bunny costume was Chris Jericho, and it just goes to show you that damn Chris Jericho rumors never go away, don't they? But yeah, so very unique figure. As you can see, it has a puffy tail in the back, and it's very limited in articulation. He could actually stretch out. I heard that basic figures, by the way, because battle packs are 2 basic figures, so I've heard that basic figures now have even less articulation. So single jointed elbows, wrist rotation, a wrist hinge, uh, elbow cut, no thigh cut whatsoever. His foot could just go forward and back, forward and back. That's it. Single jointed knee, single jointed knee. Rotation at the foot. And man, it was, these WWE figures are so weird. And I think I brought it up when I reviewed these figures a long time ago. It's like initially Mattel did have a hinge for the boots and the feet, or whatever you want to call it, his bunny foot. And well, in regards to the wrestlers, like the boots originally did have like a whatchamacallit, a hinge to, and it properly worked. And over time they just got rid of that, and like the boot hinge is like, it, you could feel it, but it doesn't work at all anymore. And I don't know what's up with that. I think Ultimates have it, but regular Elites and Basics don't have it anymore, and I don't know why they just got rid of that. So overall, like, they literally, someone at Mattel wanted the bunny character, and they spent extra money on the tooling. That's why the Adam Rose figure is very plain. It even has like a sculpt, like an actual, like, not sculpted on, but like an actual vest that it wears as an. And I think they use like just like the suit jacket, like kind of designed, and they just made it more like a bunny vest. So that's pretty cool on them to do that. I like the sculpted on carrots. I think that's pretty cool. And the goofy face sculpt of the bunny, it just puts it all in together, you know. So I think overall this is a pretty good figure. I don't think you could find them in stores anymore, or even on the second. I think on the secondary market it shouldn't be that much, because the bunny character hasn't been shown in like forever. So have at it. You know, I just like the uniqueness of it. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. Waist rotation. Fucking waist rotation. How is it that this figure has waist rotation and there's certain Marvel Legends that don't? Due to that waist rotation, this figure is going to get an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, happy Easter Sunday. No matter your beliefs, no matter what you believe in, just be a good person. That's all that really matters. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was mostly for the Anakin. I just did this because, you know, it just so happened to land on Easter Sunday. And I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if I just did like an old figure review that I already owned? And yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Other than that, just keep watching videos. Oh, before I go, there is one last thing that I started. Well, I already had a TikTok, but I actually started making action figure reviews that are exclusive to TikTok. So you can follow me on that channel, or just check out the video. It's tiktoks.com/LewisCurse, or TikTok app. Just look up for the username Lewis Curse. There's only one review up so far, which is C3PO. I actually have, I reviewed the Archive Series C3PO, but I'm pretty sure I'll be making much more TikTok exclusive reviews as well. In addition to that, I'm still going to be continuing to do regular reviews here and baseball card packs, in addition to other cards. I'm actually trying to see if I could actually get some other type of collectible cards, but that's a story for another day, guys. I'm not going to hold you guys up anymore. Peace and love, like always, and I hope you guys have a great Easter Sunday. Enjoy it with your family or friends, or just enjoy it by yourself. It's a free country. At least I think it still is. Other than that, take care. I am out.